Welcome to On Point. I'm Vance Hansen alongside James Scully. James, we got two superstars in action this weekend. California Chrome in tomorrow's San Diego Handicap at Del Mar. Songbird in Sunday's Coaching Club American Oaks at Saratoga. These races are going to be fantastic races to watch, but unless you're kind of thinking outside the box or want to swing for the fences, it doesn't look like either of these two races are huge money-making opportunities.
No, I agree with that. I mean, Songbird, I think she's got her main rival, Karina Mia, is at a tactical disadvantage. There's no other speed in the race. Karina Mia has become more of a stalker, wants to offer one run from, off the pace. And Songbird looks very capable wire to wire. And California Chrome in a short field outside post, and with Dortmund, his main rival, not having started since November, appears to have an edge as well. So if looking at potentially trying to beat either horse, I'd be looking at the very least at next time, because I do think they'll both prove best this weekend.
Yeah. On the other hand, there's a couple of very nice turf races for fillies and mares tomorrow, one at Saratoga, one at Del Mar. The feature at Saratoga is the Diana for older fillies and mares, not named Tepin. There's a field of 10 in the field, and of course horses trained by Chad Brown are dominating kind of the field. He has 4 in the field. Todd Pletcher has another 2, so 6 of the 10 are trained by Brown and Pletcher. Brown has several nice ones in there. Decida, the last mare to actually defeat Tepin, and it was at Saratoga last summer. I'm kind of leaning towards Wakila, formerly French-based filly who came over, ran second to Tepin in the Jenny Wiley at Keeneland. She exceeded my expectations. There was another European import who I thought would fare a little better in that race, but she proved me wrong. Then she went out to Santa Anita last time and ran second to Illuminant, who she had finished ahead of in the Jenny Wiley. But third time's the charm, I think, for Wakila in the Diana. Who do you like?
I like Decida, and I think it'll be interesting to see what the odds are. I mean, I do think Wakila will get supported, Decida will get supported. I think even though she's not trained by Brown, I think Miss Temple City will make a strong case for favoritism, given the fact that she ran such a big race at Keeneland and that Maker's Mark Mile defeated males that day, and comes off a real solid effort against high-class competition at Royal Ascot. So I like Decida. It's a horse for the course type angle. She ran such a big race in the Boston Spa last year to defeat Tepin on the Travers undercard. And while she went off form a little bit by the time she got to Keeneland in the Breeders' Cup and was slowed around back into form this year, she comes off a real encouraging effort in New York, a victory that day. She'll be stepping up in class, but I think she can continue to step forward, and hopefully she'll be the third choice in the wagering.
Yeah, I think Wakila is second choice in the morning line behind Miss Temple City. Miss Temple City was a filly I really didn't like going into that Maker's 46 mile. I wasn't alone, but she did beat the boys impressively that day. Kind of deserves the benefit of the doubt going over to Royal Ascot. The track was really soft, deep, and tiring. She had a little interference in there, and she ran fourth in the Duke of Cambridge Stakes against a solid group over there over a straight mile. So, but I'm still going to take a stand against her in the Diana tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, one thing's for sure, she loves that Keeneland turf. She had run such a big race in the Queen Elizabeth. And, I mean, she's a classy filly, but it's a tough task, going and making, at Saratoga in a Grade 1 turf race. So, I mean, I won't be surprised to see her win, but like I said, I'm going to try to beat her.
Yeah. Turning our attention to Del Mar, tomorrow's co-feature along with the San Diego is the San Clemente for 3-year-old fillies, a prep for next month's Del Mar Oaks. We have a field of 11, I believe, in that race.
Yes.
And I kind of saw that Stays in Vegas, trained by Jerry Hollendorfer. She's already a 5-time stakes winner. Last time in the Honeymoon Stakes, I believe, she kind of moved a little early, got caught late, lost by a neck. I think she gets a better trip this time. I think Alex Solis maybe makes his bid at a better time. She's back at her optimum distance of a mile. I assume she'll be one of the favorites. Haven't seen a morning line yet, but
Yeah, I think she's 5-2. I think she might be the slight morning line favorite. The Phil D'Amato horse, Mocat's going to take some action. She was a little bit of a horse for the course, having broke her maiden there and run second, I think, in the Jimmy Durante. So that's a really well-matched race, very contentious. But I've taken a look at the Jade Princess for Baffert. She's 10-1 on the morning line. Tapit Philly, she's out of a mare that Jay Queen that was grade 1 placed on turf, closely related to Harmonious, who won the Queen Elizabeth II on turf. And if you look at her bloodlines, it's all turfs. And she ran last time, was her turf debut for Baffert after, being sort of on the Kentucky Oaks Trail earlier this year, switching, running in the 8 bells on dirt, switched to turf last time, ran a really, I thought, bang-up second against Majestic Heat, who's a really nice older filly, turf filly that's coming on, it looks like. And I just think she'll move forward off that race, offer plenty of value, and I'm going to give her the edge.
yeah, and that's a very good point that she was running against older fillies and mares in that allowance race last time.
Mm-hmm.
Really good effort first time out. With that kind of a pedigree, it kind of makes you wonder why they took so long putting her on the grass, but
Yeah.
since now that she's shown a good affinity for it, I'm sure she'll stay on there for quite a while. One long shot that maybe might want to consider for the exotics, Mirage. She won a stakes at Santa Anita last winter. May not have liked the soft turf in the Providencia 2-back, and then last time in the Senorita, the race flow I don't think helped in her favor. I think speed horses and close to the pace types were more favorable, had a more favorable advantage in that particular race. She's a deep closer. I don't think that type is necessarily, good for the Del Mar turf course, but maybe she can make a late run and pick up a minor check and boost the exotic payoffs a little bit.
Absolutely, and that race, even if you did catch even if the horse you like is one of the favorites, the chance for a good exotics payoff is high because it's a good betting race. I mean, we've talked about Chrome and Songbird, but there's lots of supporting races at both Del Mar and Saratoga. Taking an early look at those cards that look really strong. So looking forward to the weekend.
Absolutely, and we're about a little over an hour into the Saratoga meet. Great racing all over the country this weekend. Good luck to whatever you're playing this weekend, and we'll see you next week on Point.